What's going on, guys? Another truck a minute. We're gonna push this one out here. All right. So this one is on pre-trip and post-trip inspections. All right. So, man, I see guys all the time. Man, they just jump in the truck and go, you know. And let me tell you something, man. I'm not perfect by a long shot. I promise you. I'm just not. I'm not a perfect driver, by a long shot. And I wouldn't be sitting up here saying a lot of this stuff if I didn't actually do it, if I didn't actually put it into practice. Okay, so I'm gonna get off topic for 1 second. If if there's something that you never get out of truck a minute, this is one thing I want you to get out of this truck a minute, and out of whatever I say past this. And this has been golden for me. This has worked for me throughout the years. If you start And I heard a manager say this, and it I sometimes these managers they don't have no experience with trucking and stuff like that, and I think some the big bosses don't want them to have experience. They want them to learn. They want them to get the experience through trial and error. But I heard this from a manager before, and it made all the sense in the world to me because hard bad habits are hard to break. And here's what I'm saying. This is what he said. He said, if you start doing your job the right way, you don't have to worry about the wrong way because if you start doing it the right way, because listen, you know as well as I do, the right way usually has more steps. The right way may take 15 minutes more, or maybe an hour more of your day. The right way. But if you do it the wrong way, you're taking shortcuts and all this other kind of stuff. So you see what I'm saying? That saying is golden to me. If you start if you start off doing it the right way, you start a new job and as a truck driver, there's probably thousands of different types of trucks that we can drive. There's I mean, it's hundreds of different ways. Each one of them can be done. But let me tell you something. If your company or you as an owner operator is working and you're doing something the wrong way, that means you're practicing it the wrong way because what we do every day is pretty much practice. We're working. If you do it the wrong way, guess what? Man, when it becomes habit, that's a problem. That's why, I mean, for me, when I get on a job, I try to learn how to do it the right way. When I do, and I know this is me. When I know how to do it the right way, whether through reading, through you know, reading is fundamental when it comes down to trucking, and a lot of us don't read a lot of stuff. Okay, I drive a flatbed right now, 48-foot flatbed uh I'm about to say a Komatsu, with a forklift on the back. Okay, and I don't know how many drivers I see riding around with the forklift up like this. And if it's up in the back like this, what that means is you got all that pressure sitting on your sitting on your cams for your and it's the name of them is not cams because I know mechanic will come on here and like that's not the name of that. But you know what I'm talking about. It's the hydraulic what do they call them? Hydraulic I don't know. But anyway, it gives the forklift power to pick stuff up. So if it's sitting like this, that means it's sitting. You got that pressure, and you're riding down the road, it's beating it up. But you got the two chains on the side to actually hold the chains is that you hold the rest of the forklift on those chains. And if you think I'm lying, read the tag and read the safety tag on your forklift. Okay. And so that is just something simple, man. It's something simple, but you see guys riding like this, and then when their forklift is broken, they wonder why, or when it's leaking, they wonder why. Well, not because you're riding down the interstate and you're hitting it like you're beating the ground like this, and your forklift is back there doing this. It's back there doing that. So That's a problem. That's a problem. It's just something simple that you take the time to read and you'll know that that forklift is supposed to be flat down and not up like that, you know? And so I see guys do that all the time. But when it comes back down to pre-trip and post-trip, man, pre-trip your truck. Pre-trip your truck. I'm bad on the post trips too. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Sometimes I don't even want to mess with it because I know when I come back the next morning, and see, the post trip will actually help you for the next day because when you do your post trip, if you see something going wrong, you can report it. They can fix it. You may have to bring it to the shop that night, or you bring it the next morning, or whatever the case. But at least you know what the problem is, and they know what the problem is if you're not an owner operator. So pre-trip is very important. This morning I'm riding around and there's a freaking big tire just rolling down the interstate. And I'm sitting up there and I know the people behind me was like, what the hell is he doing? Yeah, because that's the interstate. The tire got off the interstate. You can see what vehicle it came from. It was a 22.5 tire. And so I'm looking up and I see a tire just start going to the right, off the shoulder. And of course, seeing something like I'm riding behind the tire. I didn't want to pass it up because it was funny because the tire went to the right, and then as it started slowing down, it curved to the left and went into the wall and hit the wall and laid down right there. Now I thought the reason why I was riding behind it because if it would have stopped and got in the middle of the road, I was gonna get out and throw it on the side of the road. But man, pre-trip and post-trips, bruh, that is really fundamental for us as drivers. I see my neighbor, he kick his tires every morning. I mean, it's somewhat of a pre-trip for him. I don't do that on my personal vehicle. I'll look at them, when I get out, or something like that. If they look like it's slow leaking or something like that, then I'll take care of it. But um, pre-trips, man, do your pre-trips. Don't stunt on the free trips because, like I said, if you got a hose that's leaking or if you got a belt that's tearing, if you have a belt that's tearing, but that's a long day for you. Some of y'all might want the long days, but to me, that's a long day for you. And see, as hot as it is here in Texas, let me tell you something, man. I haven't felt heat like this since I was in Iraq. I'm being straight up honest with y'all. Now, in Iraq, that heat was dry. It was very, very hot. It was hotter than this, but it was dry. It was a dry heat. You couldn't work in it a long time, but it was just a dry heat. This right here in Louisiana is not this hot on an average. On an average, but I should say New Orleans is not like this on an average. But here in Dallas, man, like I said, man, it's been some days where I've been like, it's crazy. It's crazy. I had somebody ask me, why you wear a long sleeve shirt? First of all, I mess with cement. Um, I mess with cement, and it's one of those good shirts. It's a air. It's one of the water wicking shirts, just like this shirt here I have on. It's water wicking. So even if I'm sweating, you won't be able to see it through my shirt. But the fact is, I wear those type of shirts because they are cooler. But also, when you're sweating, it keeps your body cool too. So I wear it, and also because, man, I just don't want all that stuff getting all over my arms and stuff like that. So that's why I wear, and it's 99, 100 and something degrees outside. That's why I wear it. I'm good. I'm good. Pre-trip, post-trip. Man, don't skip on your pre-trips and your post-trips. I mean, I know how it is with the post-trip. You're tired, you're ready to get out the truck, and sometimes we do it. But when you get to work that morning or that night, whenever you start your shift, man, open that hood up and just look in there, man, and make sure nothing is going crazy up in there. Because even a simple leak is gonna keep you on side of the road. Looking at your lugs, looking at your lugs. I had that happen to me in the past year. I'm riding down the road. I didn't hear anything, but I get out the truck, and sometimes when I stop, I'll just walk around my truck and look at it. I look, I'm missing two lugs. Now, I did have a tire changed about maybe 2 or 3 days prior to that, and I could have overlooked those lugs being gone. And I'm gonna tell you. Penske made a big deal about that. So I don't know if somebody lost their job or what, but Penske made a big deal about that. And so look, man, if one of them tires come off and hit somebody, it's over. It's over for you, you know, and it's over for the person who put that tire on. And look, I don't know if it's over for you as a driver, but I do know they're gonna trace it back to somebody. They're gonna trace it back, and when they trace it back, that person is gonna, they're gonna be in a lot of trouble. So, man, do in pre trips and in post trips. It usually take me in the morning about 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes tops to walk around my truck. I have to check my forklift and usually what I do on my forklift, I check that oil on it once a week, on Mondays. And the rest of the week I don't worry about it too much unless I walk back there and see oil leaking somewhere on it, then it's well on my Moffitt. It's called a Moffitt. I don't know why I couldn't think of the name, but it's called a Moffitt. These little skinny forklifts, man, you can get into. They'll have people parked on both sides of the street. You can get in between them with that little thing, and they're pretty strong. Excuse me, but yeah. So it's very important. Pre trips, post trip, very important, man. Very important. So I appreciate having this conversation with y'all, man. If y'all have any input on this video, let me know. Let me know. This Truck a Minute is actually this channel is actually meant to teach. You know what I'm saying? I like to come on here and have fun sometimes, but it's meant to teach. It's meant to just put something on your mind sometimes. I mean, we ride down the road, man. And I look at my own videos. I'm not gonna tell you no lie. And I actually look forward to my videos in the morning. I'll get started and um I'll put one on, while I'm getting ready to leave out. I'll put it on, watch a video, then get to rolling. So I appreciate myself. I hope y'all appreciate what I'm doing. And if you do, man, like and subscribe, man. Help me grow this channel. But like I said, man, pre-trip, post-trip, don't look past them, man. If y'all have any questions, leave it in the comments. Like and subscribe. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.